We're going to get started right here, and it looks like your questions have been answered in terms of Godly's legend selection. The Wushang is online for our first game and our last match of the day, Godly versus Markiemoo.
We'll see how this one plays out. Markiemoo picking the Mordex once again, looking to just, do what he's been doing all day long. Godly on the Wushang, though. From the last set we saw him, his last game 5 was, of course, on the Wushang. Hoping to build some momentum here on this spear. The downlight Indecider comes out, as Godly has a very dominant position over Markiemoo. Falling out of the endlight actually gives Godly a better chance there, but Markiemoo flipping the situation.
What a reversal already! Are you kidding me?
What an absolute call out for Markiemoo. Everyone knows that the ground pound is coming, but surely Markiemoo doesn't go for it on Godly, the god of EU, but Markiemoo doesn't care.
Be like, oh, you're god of EU, how about god of NA? I'm a new guy right here. Markiemoo up to the races already. An insane reversal, tries to pick up another one with that scythe right there, but Godly will not bite. Does he find the stock? Not going to get that one. Swing and a miss right there, and Markiemoo gets to rack on a lot more damage.
A side air from Godly sends Markiemoo off stage. Goes for the recovery there, back to try to reversal, but just a clean and easy way for Godly to close out that stock. As now we have a weapon starve situation, potentially Markiemoo picking up some gauntlets here, and if I'm Godly, I'm a little shook from that last interaction with the gauntlets. You have to respect Markiemoo's reversal game.
Okay, try to go over the top right there. Markiemoo not biting.
Uh-oh.
Godly off stage, though. Okay, roles have been reversed for just a moment, but Markiemoo once again off the backboard. Here we go, 1 second.
What a pickup there, covering Godly, jumping back to center stage, knowing that he wants nothing to do with the offstage, getting a nair there. Endlight sends offstage with the scythe in hand now, looking to close out this stock with a KO. Sidelight to the other side of the stage, doesn't nearly KO yet, but it's so close here for Markiemoo as that Endlight sends Godly very far off stage.
Okay, yeah, covering just that entire side of the wall right there with the recovery. Godly threads the needle, hangs on for just a little bit longer, able to get a little bit of action started right here. Dodge over towards the right, gets scooped up with the sidelight recovery. Markiemoo making a statement early.
Looking for this open up here on the scythe. Godly picking up the spear, though. We saw some success in the spear before that catastrophic reversal from Markiemoo. We'll see if Godly can build some swagger here on it. Oh, and the movement so far from Markiemoo, using that offstage game as well to fight back to center, get some big damage, but Godly
nice conversion right there, yeah. Taking it all the way to the finish line, and just like that, it's only a slight damage differential here for Markiemoo.
Ooh, Godly reversaling with that down air there, forces Markiemoo to hit a button. The inaction will get punished here.
Wait, okay, oh, Markiemoo put himself off stage for just a second.
Oh,
first action right there, it's just over in an instant. Markiemoo, the quick 3-piece off the top, taking the first game right here over Godly.
I find myself kind of lost for words in this neutral game, especially on the double gauntlets, as both players are just completely swarming each other with dash jumps and dash landings, looking to just scour out that one option. But as soon as Balloon Boy is able to pinpoint you and get that sidelight, it really does feel like a 50-50. Even though it's not, the way that Markiemoo just demands respect in that disadvantage, you're definitely going to have to be flipping the coin there, and the coin lands for Markiemoo as he takes game number 1 in the gauntlet mirror there to close it out. Markiemoo playing absolutely amazing so far, but that was all off the back of Markiemoo reversaling Godly for going too far off stage.
100%.
If Godly doesn't make that mistake, can Markiemoo take games? He'll try to prove it here in this game number 2.
Yeah, tough thing where you are playing this new threat in your competitive scene, and you have never played against someone like Markiemoo before. Godly, of course, has been around the block plenty of times. See if he can even it up right here. A little bit of action, trying to dash jump around, break some ankles for just a moment. Markiemoo looking for the reversal off stage. Here we go now.
Sidelight into ground pound. Markiemoo looking for just a big call out on the defensive game. Godly, even with low resources, fighting back with that GC sidelight. Markiemoo getting a sidelight of his own, doesn't get the nair off the dodge. Godly dodging high there, really keeping Markiemoo on his toes when looking for these big open ups. Dodge away there. Neither of them can guess correctly, but sometimes the best guess is to just let it rip. The down sig finds its connection on both sides, and Godly closes out the first stock.
Yeah, it ain't much, but it's honest work sometimes when it works there. So Godly does make that first connection happen right here. Can he get a little bit more damage before this stock goes? Whip signature from Markiemoo means he takes a couple more hits in the process. Does not get that edge guard opportunity right there, and Markiemoo has to go coast to coast now.
Big
he waited, but just doesn't get the stock. Doesn't matter anyway, but Markiemoo sitting in the yellow right now as Godly comes off the respawn.
Yeah, pops up there and realizing, you know what, I'm not going to find the KO off of that, but I would just wait for Godly to have to put himself back in the corner. Finds it there with that sidelight, but as I'm talking about that last stock, Godly already starting this second one very, very well as he gets a big open up there. Markiemoo double exclamation points. Godly just completely smothering, of course, with the gauntlets.
Okay, dodges through. Markiemoo off stage once again. Godly trying to get the nair, not going to get it.
Oof, ground pound there. Tries to cover the wall. Godly's not giving any of those anymore, though, after especially that last game's edge guard. Oh, big pickup there, but didn't find its extension. Recovery, Godly unarmed, but gets hit with a downer. Anyway, the weapon toss has to get dodged. No dodge on Godly! A breakdown for Markiemoo to call out every option there as he takes the stock lead away from Godly.
Godly dive kicked the corner right there. And I mean, that's the reason he lost that stock. That is so insane. Can he find another quick conversion right here? Not gonna happen. Does he get one off the D-Light? No, Markiemoo gets to go to work.
Another dodge in covered very well by Markiemoo there. Side air sends off stage, looking for this edge guard. No, gauntlets online, but still able to flip the situation. The spear, weapon toss, and he's still fighting disarm downlight into downer. Sends Godly in a bad spot. So much extra credit. Dodges through, still fighting off stage. Double exclamation points, and Markiemoo does not care. The end light comes out for Godly. He's looking for this stock, cannot fight it. Markiemoo still fighting unarmed and winning versus Godly.
Oh no, Markiemoo's got the gauntlets back online though. I mean, if he can do that much damage disarmed, imagine what he could do with just a weapon. We're gonna have to think about it for just a little bit longer though as the respawn comes through. Godly with a slight, playing from behind right now. I mean, this is such a rough position.
One read is all it takes for Markiemoo as he picks up a weapon and hits the recovery. Godly off stage, hoping Markiemoo makes a mistake, but Markiemoo remains too solid as the sidelight into the recovery on no dodge from Godly. Markiemoo taking the set lead back.
Waiting to make a mistake for someone who has had such a meteoric rise like Markiemoo. Ain't that great of a strategy, PJ. It is very clear he is not going to make those slip-ups right here. And now Godly is looking down the barrel of a reverse 3-0 in order to make sure he gets to start his bracket tomorrow on the winner's side.
2, 1,
Swapping over to the Asuri here, looking to get some action going on the Katars and the sword. No similar weapons to the Wushang, but maybe a big change of pace is what's necessary after Markiemoo was able to completely take over that last game versus the Gauntlets and Spear. Godly already starting off a lot better with this sword. The Endlight send Markiemoo back into the corner, but Markiemoo flips the situation. Once again, Godly goes high there. Markiemoo doesn't cover, but continuing to put out so much damage on the side. Endlight into the Nair, didn't find it there, but still a lot of damage, and Godly's just really struggling to get any space. Goes for the GC side, gets the downer anyway. Markiemoo is one hit away from taking the first stock, and he does!
Are you kidding me?
What an extension.
Unbelievable, dude. I mean, like, he just knows. How does he know?
How does he still go for more after missing the GC sidelight? I will never know, but Markiemoo able to squeeze water out of wine. Godly fighting back though with that half pipe. Doesn't get so much damage, but now
he's going to work again. Okay, tries to call out the jump right there. Is Markiemoo, but Godly not biting. He is playing so far from behind, PJ. And Markiemoo taking it to the bank off the top. Not going to have it just yet. There's another pick up. The dodge from Godly will come through, but Markiemoo relentless on the pressure. He cannot be stopped. That's all it took to just get the stop. But look at what Markiemoo did there, man.
He is forcing Godly to play absolutely terrified. Every time he gets an open up with the scythe, Godly is in a terrible spot as we get the sidelight up into the SIG. Markiemoo one stock away from tying the world champion in the record for this round robin. Godly fighting disarm, trying to get something started, but it just can't when Markiemoo is playing this tight.
Terrible spot is right, and I mean, to do it against the best in EU is one thing, but to do it in a dominant 3-0 fashion could be another. The gravity cancel comes through from Markiemoo, keeping this damage going, breaking Godly's ankles. He just looks confused out there. Markiemoo might be able to close it out right here. There's the pickup once again. He's just crossing him up non-stop. It's unreal.
Another scythe gets picked up by Markiemoo. Godly gets the Endlight to send off stage, looking for some safety back on the stage. Picks up the Katars, but it's flipped back off a stage. Another one back to center. Markiemoo's not done with Godly yet.
He is not done at all, playing with his food right now. Markiemoo gets the gauntlets online. It could just be over with the Nair right there. Gonna go off stage. Not gonna go for the breakdance, but a recovery is enough to do it. And the new kid on the block has taken over a 3-0.